here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome back to another card. Today I'm just going to be stamping using the Night in Bethlehem stamp set. I'm going to be using the Mary and Joseph image and the star. And we're going to be making a shaker card today, so I'm really excited. Oh, I'm also going to be using the city. Sure. So I am going to bring in the stamp. So I'm going to use, again, the Mary and Joseph, the star, and then I will probably use, I need a sentiment. Maybe we'll use, I don't know. We'll pick a sentiment, but maybe this Mary's Christmas wishes. Oh, no, we'll pick one. Let's start with our stamping first. Actually, let's start with our card layer. Actually, I need to figure out which circle I'm going to use. So I'm a little all over the place. Here we go. All right. Starting all over. Hey there guys, Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to another card. So today we're going to be making a shaker card, and I'm going to be using the Night in Bethlehem stamps. I'm going to be using the Mary and Joseph and the city and the star. And then I think for my inside sentiment, I'm either going to use this Oh Joy or the Mary's Christmas Wishes. I think. I haven't quite decided. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and do my die cutting first. Well, actually, let's start with our card later. So I have a piece of basic black that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it at 5 1/2. No worries. Again, you can find the measurements for all of my cards with their coordinating blog post. I linked those blog posts in the description box down below. If you are on mobile, if you will just click show more, or even if you're not on mobile, it says show more, and that will take you to all of my links. If you want to place your order, if you want to join Paper Pumpkin, if you want to go find out where my Instagram account is, all of that stuff is linked down below. I can't believe this is the middle of the 3rd week of holiday cards. Isn't that just, whoa. So I have a piece of basic black that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I have a piece of the Mary Music Designer Series paper. This is We Three Kings. This measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And I'm using snail for these pieces. Oops, that was the end of that. It was just a matter of time. I haven't made a sugar card in forever. So. And the idea for the base came from, I believe this came from somebody in my Facebook group during my stamp pajama party. So I'm going to use the stitched circle to cut this out. Now you're not going to see the stitching, but after I cut out the piece, this will have the stitching on it, and I can use this on a separate card. And maybe we'll use it on tomorrow's card. I don't know. I haven't made it that far. So I've got my magnetic platform. I've got a cutting pad, my panel, and another cutting plate. I'm just going to run this through. For those I didn't know, yes, I'm married. Just haven't been able to wear my rings for forever because arthritis. But my joints haven't been quite so swollen the last couple of days, so I was able to put them back on. So now this has the stitching detail, and we have the circle for our shaker. So I'm going to put this away. So I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have a piece of acetate that measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then I use this new label punch to cut a piece of glimmer paper. And this was the hint that someone said, or the trick, or I don't know how they, I don't know. I believe it was in my, in that video, or in that, so I'm going to, in that party, holy Moses, I'm going to cut this in half. And I should probably turn it upside down. That's the hint I've given you guys. I should probably do it myself. I knew that was going to happen. All right, I'm going to have to do this so you guys can see it. Sorry. Sorry. So this is going to make the perfect base to a snow globe. Yay! And you can make 2 snow globes. So thank you to whoever told me that. I appreciate it. Okay, I want to do some, like a night sky. So I'm going to do some masking. So what I've done is I've cut the star out just from a piece, that scrap piece of that Merry Music Designer Series paper. This is really thin paper, so it's going to work well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Now, the great thing about Tombow and why it's called a multi-purpose glue is because when you adhere it immediately, it's a permanent glue. If you let it air dry, it becomes tacky. So while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and get our acetate adhered. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my foam adhesive. These are our foam strips. I'm going to go ahead and get these adhered down. Hopefully one will do. We may need 2. And I'm going to go right up against this circle. So Cindy, I don't know if she's watching, but she left a comment the last time I made a shaker card about how I don't need to use the embossing buddy around the side of these foam strips. But yes, you do. You either need to use that or you need to use like a dryer sheet or something, because if not, the sequins will stick. And you don't want that to happen. So before I do that, I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy. Plus, you don't want static on your acetate. Now, you could totally skip this step if you want to. I just find that my sequins have a tendency to stick if I don't. Okay, I'm ready to work on my background, and here is that mask. I messed up. I know you guys are surprised, shocked. So we're gonna redo it. I don't know if all that will be in the bloopers. We'll see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some ink, Island Indigo ink, using my ink blending tool. And I put it in the middle. And as you can see, it comes up fairly easily. I'm going to start at the top, starting off and then working my way on. I definitely want the top to be the darkest. And then I'm going to blend using VersaFine on a real strong dark black. Could also use the archival ink, but this is just a little easier to get to right now. And I'm gonna line this up pretty far. Oops. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. Making sure this is really inked up. We will still probably have to stamp it twice. Again, which is why I love using the Misty or any stamping positioner, but I prefer this one. This one is just so easy. This is the regular, actually the original, I guess. And I know she came out with a mini, but I like this one. I think you really only need one, and I would invest in the bigger one. Okay, so let me clean this up. Okay guys, I am going to, let me shut this before I make a mess. I'm going to go ahead and heat set this just to speed up the drying process. Alright, hopefully that's warm enough. We'll add some embossing powder, or embossing buddy, excuse me. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp with Versamark. It's right here, or VersaFine, excuse me. And it stays wet long enough that you can emboss with it. So we'll just do that. I'll use the Mary and Joseph. Right in the middle. I'm going to bring in my, what's this called? Uniboss Signo gel pen. To add some stars. You wanted to do like the Big Dipper or whatever, I mean, constellations, you go right ahead. I'm sure I would put it in the wrong spot. Ta-da! Isn't that so pretty? Oh my word! It's amazing what masking will do, huh? Okay. Let's do our we'll do our sequins. Actually, let's do it this way, I think. I'm using the metallic sequin assortment. I don't want a lot. I'm going to remove the backing sheet off of my foam tape. And bring this toward me a little bit so I can see it. And I just want to line it up right there. We got ourselves a pretty little shaker. Yay! All right, let's get this card finished. I'm gonna add snail to the back. And then I'm gonna cut a couple of these. You could double up on the dimensionals, but this is just easier. Make sure my card's going the right way. I'm going to stand these up since they are the same size. Oh, I was going to do a sentiment. I forgot. Alright guys, like I mentioned, these cards will be going on sale starting on Saturday in my Etsy shop for my planner stickers, so thank you so much. Make sure you get your Jolly Mail orders in so we can get that ordered and on our way to making some Christmas cards. I'm so excited. This is Wednesday? Holy Moses, we have 2 more days left. That's crazy. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate you. You'll find everything linked in the description box down below. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.